Shout out to your boy, man. This is yet another huge W for one Lionel Messi. Billy, it's a lot of money. So I think there was always going to be this big thing. The big thing always was, what could Messi do for not only a new franchise in Inter Miami, but what could he do for MLS and for football in America specifically? Because it was all about timing with the World Cup returning to America. Obviously afterwards, like 33, 34 years before, because before it was in, because the last World Cup was in '94. Last time it was there in America. So yeah, like 32 years. That's it's been away. So that was always the idea. So my thing though is, it's been a success. Now the degree of the success is a very different thing. I think to now be like, oh, Messi comes and now football is the number one sport in America. That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. And I've even had a video before where I said, look, no, that's going to be very complicated for Messi to come in and somehow single-handedly make football usurp American football and basketball. That's insane. But for what he's done individually, the numbers speak for the same. Like the saying says that men lie, women lie, dogs lie, cats lie, fish lie. Numbers do not. Numbers don't lie, and I'll show you why numbers do not lie. So there we have it there. Hold on, let me make sure you guys can see that perfectly. So there we go. So since Messi joined Inter Miami, hold on, there we go. All right. Okay, what's it doing here? There we go. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. So since Messi has joined Inter Miami, the club's revenue has risen from $56 million to $200 million. So that's all under cookie. He's delivered trophies and they become the most valuable Major League Soccer team at $1.35 billion. Guys, that's a lot of cheddar. That is a lot of cheddar. And you say to yourself, okay, how did this occur? Because I just think timing is a very key thing. But you've got to give huge kudos to your boy. You've got to give huge kudos to your boy Bex. Because David Beckham was a great free kick taker. He knew how to cross the ball. The guy was not a great football player. He wasn't. He was eyes. He was distant at best. What David Beckham is marketable. Based on how he looks, has the model look, being married to Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham, a Spice Girl, at that time just jettisoned his popularity. Like, he was already pretty popular before, but once he now got married to Posh Spice, it's made him a mega superstar. Very similar example. I was even thinking about this yesterday. Jay-Z. Jay-Z, before he met Beyonce, was pretty popular. Once Jay-Z met Beyonce, it's different. Because as big as Jay-Z was, Destiny's Child was huge and Beyonce was huge. I mean, Beyonce is super hot, an amazingly talented singer. Oh my gosh, huge. So she was way more popular than Jay-Z. So once Jay-Z now became with Beyonce, oh my gosh, it's made Jay-Z way more popular than he already was. So Jay-Z's popularity benefited more from that union than Beyonce's popularity. So similar to this is that Beckham was known, because remember, this is the 90s. Football was big, but football was still trying to usurp and take over boxing. So this was really boxing on the decline and football on the up and up during Beckham's heyday, which was the late 90s and the 2000s. So, but as big as football was, football did not have anything on the Spice Girls. I was there. I saw it. The Spice Girls, they were the biggest band on the planet. So obviously MJ was still around. You still had Whitney Houston was still around. The biggest band on the planet in their heyday were the Spice Girls. So this is circa mid to late 90s. So this is like 96, 97. Give me what you want, you really, really want. Give me what you want, really, really want. I want. If you want to be my lover, be my baby. Hey, look, I don't know all the lyrics. I'm just saying, look, bro, I heard it all the time. It is what it is, bro. Popularity tax. So Bex now being with Posh Spice made Bex a hugely popular guy. So massive popular celebrity, football star, plays for United, the way he looks, married to a Spice Girl. Now I want to now buy Inter Miami. Huge already. All eyes are, oh my gosh, David Beckham is at Inter Miami. Boom, he's not bringing his celebrity to Inter Miami. And remember, it was a massive deal when Bex even went to the MLS. I believe to LA Galaxy. He was actually one of the biggest players that made a huge, massive impact on actually improving the popularity of the MLS when he now moved based on his popularity. So Bex already massive spotlights. But to do that and then to bring the World Cup winner, Messi, because I just think it's everything. So before the World Cup, people already said Messi's the GOAT. Messi's the greatest player of all time, right? But he's the GOAT and everything like that. And guys, I'm not going to have that good debate, just chill. But after the World Cup, it's just made his mythical figure just grow to a whole nother degree. Now it's like, okay, this has to not be undeniable right now. It was already undeniable before, but now it's definitely undeniable. So to bring arguably the greatest player to ever kick a down ball to your franchise, this was the biggest thing since Pele. Because you have to remember that when Bex came to like MLS, it's just purely on popularity. It wasn't really about football. Within the football world, I'm sorry, no one is checking for Bex. With all due respect, again, I'm not here to say bad, but with all due respect, no one views Bex as a big guy in football. He's not. But he is hugely popular. Like, David Beckham is one of the most popular football players ever. Not one of the best, but one of the most popular just based on Spice Girl tax. Okay, that Spice Girl tax is huge. The Spice Girl tax is huge. So for him coming there, it was not really that much of a big deal. But what was a big deal, footballing wise, and what really was the thing that turned heads was Pele. Because when you think, okay, football greats, Pele is the first name that comes to your head. So the MLS had not seen a player from the footballing world in terms of footballing reverence and footballing respectability since Pele. But Messi not coming through where football is way more popular than it was in the 80s. He's just come off the World Cup. We are now living in the world of social media where there are interactions with the sports is far greater than it was in the 80s. It was the perfect storm. It was the perfect storm. And again, all about timing. You are now also aligning with the World Cup happening as well. So he will be an Inter Miami player as America now hosts the World Cup. Perfect storm. Perfect storm. So again, like for me, 100%, when you take everything into account, let's not deny the impact that Pele made. Don't deny the impact that David Beckham made. David Beckham did a lot to improve the popularity and just the branding of the MLS. It was, again, celebrity tax. But I think what Messi has done is the most that he could do. Again, to reiterate, there will never be a player that will ever make football more popular than NFL or the NBA. It's never happening. It's just not. Because NFL and NBA, it is ingrained and rooted into Americana and American culture. So you're not going to get Americans en masse switch and turn away from the NFL and NBA to football. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. But in terms of what he's done for a franchise and how popular he's made that franchise, it's huge. Bro, the amount of times I'm walking around the streets and I see people in London with an Inter Miami jersey, I'm like, oh, Inter Miami. Oh, Inter Miami, Inter Miami. Nobody. And the jersey is cool. Pink is a nice, really cool color. Before Messi, no one is wearing an Inter Miami jersey. But I'm seeing adults. I'm seeing kids. I saw like 7, 8 year old kid with an Inter Miami Messi jersey. So if it can reach all the way in London and to England, just imagine just how big it's been. So for Messi, he doesn't have the celebrity status that Beckham has, but his footballing respectability and how much he's revered and respected in the football world is huge. And I'm sorry, Ibra ain't Messi, Gerrard ain't Messi, Lampard ain't Messi, Henry ain't Messi. It's Messi. It's that guy. It is football's child, the child of football, the heart and soul of football. So him coming to MLS and Inter Miami, it's a massive deal. And I think he has single-handedly made them the most valuable football club in MLS. That's a fact. Single-handedly, he's done that. So really, like what he's just done for this franchise is insane. It's absolutely insane. So, like, again, like, is there a scenario where how can the MLS ever say what's up to the Portuguese league? Could they ever say what's up to the Eredivisie? Doubtful. Because I think basically Messi's job was raise the profile of Inter Miami and raise the three things. Raise the profile of Inter Miami, raise the profile of the MLS, and get people excited about football, specifically the World Cup coming through. He succeeded with Inter Miami. MLS, sort of. And the third one, it remains to be seen. We have to assess it once the World Cup happens and after the World Cup happens. So we have to see what is the excitement before the World Cup, ticket prices, tax. What is the excitement during the World Cup? And most importantly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months after, 6 months after. So January 2027, is there more accessibility to football? June, July 2027, can a poor kid from a lower class neighborhood gain access to football trials, gain access to a football academy without having to know a rich person or having rich parents? That will now show, okay, what the effects could be in terms of just raising the profile of football and the accessibility and people wanting to get into the sports. So that remains to be seen. But for what is done, it's been a massive, huge impact. As long as you just take off only your shirt, that's fine. Any other thing, you get a yellow card. You can take off your shirts and celebrate without being given a yellow card. That's fine, because that's football. With my ruling, Messi has the most perfect career of all time. If I was in charge,
he already does.
No, he doesn't. Mbappe messed up. You can't win on penalty. You can't.
Yeah, go on.
If with me, Messi would have had the most. Imagine you scored the golden goal to win the World Cup and cap off the perfect career.
But that would be the most iconic moment. That would be the most iconic.
Imagine that. Imagine if golden goal existed and
that would have been crazy.
That was a golden goal. Come on, guys, to score like this. Look, to score from there. From that angle, look at where it, guys. This is Neo.
To watch the rest of this vid, think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.